Leo, what's up, y'all? What's good? How you doing? What it do? We gonna take a little look here today and see how the energies are looking for you guys for the second week of June. Yes, remember I'm doing weekly check-ins now, and I'm cramming that in with the mix of everything else that I'm doing. So remember, this is just a short, sweet, quick, general, energetic overview. I'm not digging in real deep to all the different situations and scenarios like I do in the main monthly and the bonus and the extended and stuff like that. Just short, sweet, and quick. Take what resonates, chuck what don't. You know how it works. So for those of you who need a personal reading, the information is in the description. And I have something important that I have to talk about the courses. This was unexpected. I didn't expect this, but we're actually switching platforms, okay? So after June 9th, all of my courses are going bye-bye until I don't know when. We just found out that the platform that we have my school on is tripling their monthly service fee. So we said, fuck that. We're changing platforms. So right now, between now and June 9th, there's a bundle where you can get all 7 courses, okay? So the courses I have available are How to Read the Tarot, Part 1 and 2, How to Attract Your Life Partner, Finding Your Life's Purpose, Manifesting Financial Abundance, The Steps to True Healing, and The Beginner's Guide to Manifestation. That's what I have in my school currently. Now, I am working on a new one behind the scenes right now, and I hope to have that out this month, July at the latest. So if you've purchased a course, you'll have access to them permanently. But if you haven't, then after the 9th, they're going bye-bye. And I do not know, honestly, when we're going to have them back up. It'd be nice to have them back up in a month or so, but that's probably not going to happen because, at least with the last platform we used, it took about a month just to put one course up. But I don't know. So I can't even give an educated guess as to how long it's going to be until they're back available. So yeah, the links for that is in the description. All right, thanks for bearing with me while I babble. I try to make it as quick as possible. All right, let's jump into this. Let's get a short, quick, energetic overview of Leo's situation. And let's focus on the person you're dealing with and how they be feeling. Short, quick, general, energetic overview. Leo's situation and the person that you're dealing with. How's it looking? How's it looking? Ooh, Ace of Swords. Looks like they have something that they want to say. Hang on. 2 more. All right, last one. Two of Wands reversed. Page of Swords. They got something they want to say. And it's, I was right before I was about to say it. Looks like they gonna hit you up and say something. Then the 8 of Wands reverse came out. So now, again, there's many ways to interpret cards, but in a love situation, one of the most common ways to read the 8 of Wands reversed is block communication. So they know what they want to say. They have it all planned out. And honestly, with the 4 of Wands here, maybe they're waiting on the right opportunity to say it. Because, you know, the way I read the 4 of Wands, the way I was taught the 4 of Wands is an open door of opportunity, and the 4 of Wands reversed is no open door of opportunity. Many other ways to read that, but yeah, if they find the right opportunity, it's looking like they're going to show up in your inbox with something to say. And I don't know, with this 3 of Swords energy and the Emperor, I'm not convinced that what they have to say is too nice. I don't know. Well, I don't know. We have the karmic wheel here, so maybe they just want to get closure. Maybe they just want to close this out. But yeah, it looks like they're pretty serious. They don't look like they're fucking around. They ain't gonna play no games, no bullshit. You know, they're just trying to close this out. Could be an Aries for some of you. You know, it could be anybody. That's just an energy. Yeah, it's like they have something they want to get off their chest. I got the Devil reversed here. Could be a Capricorn. Okay, let me dig up their feelings, energies, and intentions. Whoops. Person Leo's dealing with. What are their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? Person Leo dealing with. Hang on, it's not ready yet. Three more. All right, last one. There's that Emperor again, man. Well, yeah. I mean, I think they're a little bit nervous about this. Whatever it was that went down with y'all, I do think it still kind of bothers them and it still weighs on them. You know, but they ain't fucking around. They ain't playing no games. Absolutely not. Now, I'm not seeing anything here that indicates love. Does that mean that no love is present? Not necessarily. But if it is present, it's not showing through here. Whatever the rest of this energy is overriding everything else. So, damn, dog. So, yeah, it looks like they're seriously ready to just close this shit out, squash the beef. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can get out of this. Now, I think they're a little bit afraid to come forward, too, honestly. A little bit. A little bit nervous, a little bit afraid. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm kind of confused by this person's energy, to be honest with you. It's got me a little confused. I can't quite figure it out. So that would kind of lead me to believe that maybe they're a little bit confused about their energy. Maybe they don't really know exactly how they feel. Yeah, King of Coins reversed. Maybe they're a little bit lost and unorganized and just confused and don't know how they feel, and maybe that's what it is. Okay, well, let's see if they're taking any action towards you. Let's just get a couple of cards. I'm not going to pull a whole spread on that. It's not hard to see if action's happening. So, are they taking any action? If so, what? If not, why not? There's the Wheel of Fortune upright again. I think this person probably going to break the silence. I think so. I think this person's planning, dude. They're planning on it. They probably got a copy and paste message all written up in the notes in their phone, ready to copy and paste it and send it to you. I think so. And like I said, Karmic Wheel in the upright, they closing this shit out. They closing it out. So, okay. I feel like a lot of you are going to get a closure message. Let's get the advice. Let's get the advice. What's the best advice for Leo? Blue, 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 blue. Judgment reversed. Wow, that's weird. Okay. Not where I thought this was going, but okay. Okay. All right. Well, so first thing it's yelling at me is nothing is what it seems here. So do the best you can not to judge the situation. Nothing is what it seems. It's not what you think it is. Now, what does that mean? I'm not sure. What do you think it is? I don't know. I don't know if maybe you're thinking that they have ulterior motives. Maybe. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe some of y'all just don't trust this person, don't trust this situation. You highly suspect they may have ulterior motives. I don't think they do. Whatever it is, whatever knee-jerk reaction that you have to jump to conclusions and judge this situation, hold off on that. Hold off on that. Nothing is what it seems here. Now, be careful with how you respond to this. Careful with it, at least for right now. I wouldn't go as far as to spilling it all out on the table and telling them everything you think about this and how you felt about that and whoop, 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 and this, that, the third, and everything else. I would just leave it short, sweet, or if you want, you ain't got to respond at all. At least not right now. You can just let it sit for a little bit and let it marinate, you know, just to make sure that this person ain't got no ulterior motives, you know, because I don't know if you ever dealt with a person like that, you know, who is being sneaky and it looks like they want to come get closure or something and they actually have something else schemed and planned. And if you don't respond to them, then they find some other way to try to poke you. And, you know, they just do what they can to try to get a reaction out of you. And a person who's just trying to get closure, they ain't going to do all that. They're going to shoot you a closure message and just leave it be, you know. So if I'm just wanting to get closure with you, I'm going to shoot you a message and just leave it. I don't care if you respond. It's not about a response. It's not about what you think. It's not about how you feel. It's about me closing this shit out. And you can do with it what you will. Take it however you want to take it. Whatever. I know what my intentions are. Boom. So think about it from that perspective. Yeah, because the Four of Cups was there too. So if you want, if it helps, you're not even required to respond to it at all. But if you do respond to it, keep it short, keep it sweet. You know, because I don't know what it means when I'm being told to tell you that this isn't what you think it is. All right, let's shift gears now. Let's see if anything new's coming in for the singles in the second week of June. Anything new coming in? Anything new coming in for the singles for the second week of June? Oh, death reversed. Could be a Scorpio for some of you. Hang on. Oh, third party. That's what I thought. Okay. All right. And the devil. And the devil. Okay. Yeah, man. I think, I don't know. Yeah. I think you're going to have a real short, sweet, quick, brief encounter with someone who doesn't have the greatest of intentions. Got the Knight of Wands and the Fool card here. It's almost like somebody just swooping in real quick, you know. And with the Ten of Wands, Death reverse, Three of Cups. That's a classic case of I just got my heart broken. I need to get laid. Pretty simple. So, I don't know, with this Nine of Cups energy here, though, it may not work on you. It may not work on you. You may be a little bit more sensitive to bullshit than that, you know? So, yeah, Moon card. Could be a Pisces for some of you. Also have Scorpio and Capricorn. Okay. All right. Makes you feel a little bit uneasy. Okay. I don't have anything else to say about that. All right. Well, let's grab the advice then. What's the advice? What advice do we have for the single Leos? Three of Cups again. Okay. All right. So if you're ever okay, that's kind of what I thought. Okay. Now, I wouldn't say that this is the end-all, be-all way to handle this situation 100% of the time, but way more often than not, this is a really effective way to test to see what somebody's intentions are. Set a boundary. Set boundaries. Now, that doesn't mean set crazy, ridiculous, outlandish, stupid fucking boundaries. It's common sense, common human decency, common sense boundaries, you know, and see how they respond to it. I'm gonna tell you, a person who is just trying to have a good time, you know, not really looking for nothing serious. They're just trying to see what they can get out of you. Whether that be money or sex, those are usually the two. When it comes to what you can be used for in the dating market, those are the two most common things. Either something sexual or something material, right? So whatever that may be, you know, whether you're maybe more financially blessed than your average person, or maybe lots and lots of people find you very sexually appealing, and you're wondering, are you just trying to use me for something? Set a boundary. Set a boundary and see how they respond to it. A person who's just trying to use you will either do one of two things. They'll either say, fuck it. Nah. You're too hard of a case to crack, so I'm out of here. Pew! Or they'll double down and start digging in and pushing and poking and bending and pushing and poking and bending and pushing and testing and poking and bending. And you got to be careful with those people, though, with the persistent ones, because when you have a persistent manipulator who isn't getting their way, eventually they're going to throw a fit. They're going to throw a fit and blow the fuck up. A person who has good intentions, very generally speaking, will be very respectful of your boundaries. You know, and again, you don't want to make it too stupid and crazy and outlandish, because at that point, even somebody with the best of intentions in the world still might be pushed away. So it requires a little bit of common sense, you know. So that's kind of what I would do here. I think that a lot of you are dealing with somebody that you set some boundaries, they probably ain't even gonna fuck with it. You'll probably get ghosted. Real talk. And that tells you everything you need to know. Tells you everything you need to know. That's one of my most frequently asked questions is, why did they ghost me? And the answer 9 times out of 10 is always the same thing, because they were hiding something. You know what it is 9 times out of 10? Their intentions. That's what they're hiding. Most of the time. Now, when I say ghosting, okay, I don't mean y'all got into an argument and they blocked you. That's not ghosting. Ghosting means for no fucking reason at all, you just poof, disappeared. That's what ghosting is. We just hung out, we were laughing, having a great time. We even made plans for next weekend, and then poof. Most of the time, they're hiding something, and it usually has to do with their intentions. You know, whether they're just using you or whatever the case may be. A lot of other times, maybe they found somebody else. You know, another really common thing that happens is somebody's fresh out of a relationship. They got their heart broke. They can't deal with the heartbreak. So they need somebody to fill the void. And then their ex hits them up. Poof. You know, but either way, no matter how you slice the bread, no matter how that cookie crumbles, they're hiding something. Something. Something, 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 something. You're not who I thought you were. Period. That's what it all comes down to. And at the end of the day, does it matter why? No, it really don't. It doesn't matter why. Your desire to know why, let me tell you what that is. Whenever we meet somebody, it's human nature. We all do it. We paint a picture in our mind of who we think that person is. Right? That's just how we operate. And if you're dealing with an honest, genuine, respectable, genuine person of honesty and integrity, ideally, as long as the lens through which you view the world isn't too cracked and broken, the picture that you paint in your mind should be a fairly accurate representation of who this person actually is. You're not going to know them like the back of your hand, but you see what I'm saying. But if you're dealing with a dishonest, deceitful, lying, manipulative, backstabbing little fuckbag, eventually you're going to be handed evidence that proves that the picture you painted in your mind is not at all who you thought that person was. And the ego brain hates that. Oh, the ego brain will damn near self-destruct. It hates being wrong. So your desire to know why they ghosted you, that's your ego desperately trying to validate the picture that it painted in its mind. Right? It's desperately trying to come up with some reason or excuse to not be completely fucking wrong about what it thought. That's all that is. One of the trickiest things on the spiritual path. And once you figure out how to do it, man, it makes things so much easier to navigate. It's just letting your ego be wrong. When somebody shows you their true colors, oh, wow, that's who you are? Fuck, I was wrong. And just accept it and leave it be. Don't fight the situation. Don't argue the situation. Don't try to prove your point. Just, oh, wow, that's who you are? Okay. I was fucking wrong. All right, I got it now. And just let it go. Makes things so much easier to navigate. So, anyway, I feel like those were the messages that my Leo family needed to hear. So, I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget the information for personal readings is in the description. All right? And for those of you who missed the beginning of the video, I have an important announcement about the courses. Okay, this was just sprung on us here over the last few days. We're switching platforms. We're moving our courses off of the old platform and onto a new one because we just found out that Teachable, which is the platform we were using, is tripling their monthly service fee. So we're completely switching platforms. So from now until June 9th, I have a bundle where you can get all 7 courses that I have available right now. Okay. The courses are How to Read the Tarot, Part 1 and 2. How to Attract Your Life Partner. Finding Your Life's Purpose. Manifesting Financial Abundance. The Steps to True Healing. And the Beginner's Guide to Manifestation. Those are the ones I have in my school currently. And I am working on a new one behind the scenes. And my goal is to have that out this month, next month at the latest. But if you have purchased a course, you'll have access to them permanently. But if you haven't, after June 9th, they're going away. And I have no idea when they're going to come back. It'd be nice if I could bring them back within a month or so. But I don't have a lot of hope for that, just because, at least with the platform we were using, it takes about a month just to put one course together. You know, we got all that video content that we have to rip and put onto a new platform and set it all up and get everything squared away. It's a long, painstaking process to do that. So, yeah, but I don't know. Hey, that'd be awesome. Maybe they could all be back up there in July. It could be fucking December. I don't know. So, the link for that is in the description, and everything else you need to know is in the description. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.